What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns franchise here on Madden 26. Today, we have an interesting set of games. We have a not so good Dallas Cowboy team, but the reason this one's interesting is because this is the Super Bowl from this past year. It's a Super Bowl rematch. Now, the Cowboys most likely aren't going to be back there again, but we have a very good shot of being back there for a third straight year. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic between the two teams that were just in the Super Bowl, one of them dealing with a little bit of a hangover, and the other dealing with nothing of the sort. So that's the first game, the doubleheader. And then the second game is a polar opposite type of game. We've got two teams who historically, in the history of the NFL, have been absolute dumpster fire. Even worse. I don't know what worse than a dumpster fire would be. Maybe if there was like a dirty bum that was inside the dumpster who got set on fire, maybe that's a little bit worse. But it is the Jets and the Browns, two teams. Yes, the Jets have a Super Bowl and the Browns don't. But the Jets Super Bowl happened in the 70s or the late 60s, whatever the Joe Namath one was. So that's the only one that they have. They have been ungodly bad. Like it should be illegal for these two teams to be as bad as they've been over the past decades. And now both of them have turned it around. Us in more obvious ways because we've won two championships and we are really, really good. We have put together what looks to be the foundations of a dynasty. And the Jets have only just arrived at the scene. They've got Emmanuel Cologne, who they drafted a couple of years ago. He's really turned into a great quarterback, and they have gotten themselves into a position where they could be the team that faces us in the AFC Championship game this year. So there is a lot riding on this episode. We've only got two more after this. We got weeks 15 and 16 after this, and then 17 and 18. So two more episodes left to go in the regular season, and then we play playoff games. But we don't want to overlook anybody. This Dallas team was just in the Super Bowl. Even though they're having a down year, they could still catch us on a bad day because we're thinking about that Jets game, which what could end up being the Super Bowl, even though obviously both teams are in the AFC, it could still be a Super Bowl level matchup with the talent on the field and the game itself and how it plays out. So massive, massive episode. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club, and let's go see how these two games play out and if it goes our way. So here we are. It is week 13 of the 2028 NFL season. We have Dallas and New York up on the schedule. Quinshon Judkins is third in the rushing yards right now. Unfortunately, in the last episode, in the second game against the Baltimore Ravens, we had to start Russell Black for basically the whole game because in the first quarter, Julian Enriquez, King Julian, went down with an injury. It was just bruised ribs, I think, but his wear and tear had killed him, and the wear and tear forced him to be out the whole game after that, even though it said he would return soon. So it was the Russell Black show. We still won the game pretty confidently, but it really hurt the chances for not only Enriquez to be leading passing yards and all that kind of stuff, but also his MVP case. Because right now, he has, if we go to his stats, he has 2,600 yards and 41 touchdowns. That is good, but now the top guys have 1,000 more yards than him. So it really hurts his chances to win the MVP. We're going to have a great few games here to bring him back into that conversation. But it's week 13, which not only means we are getting towards the end of the year, it also means we have focus players to take a look at. So let's get a look at that right now. Scouting the focus players. At this point, we don't need anything. We are unbelievably good, and we need just depth. Now, we could use guys that could be depth guys, or I guess we could use guys that could be eventual starters when we eventually lose our guys that are starters right now because we don't have any money to pay them. That's also something that we have to think about. So at these different positions that we're looking at, I have a couple of guys already scouted or already favorited, which are safety and two tight ends. I probably should just use it on these three guys since I already have a few saved, and that's because they are USC strong safety build and Iowa tight end builds, and we know that those archetypes are godly. So that's why I favorited them, because we know that they're going to be unbelievable top 5 talents. At running back, I didn't see any Auburn running backs, and Auburn running backs usually are very, very unbelievable. But that doesn't mean that there's not going to be an unbelievable running back in this draft. Just because it's not an Auburn running back doesn't mean he's not going to be there. Wide receiver, we already have unreal wide receiver depth. We have great wide receivers. So it's not like we need to have another wide receiver. But if there's one that's just unbelievably good and I can't pass up on him and he's in a favorable draft position, then maybe we pull the trigger on that. We can always trade the guys. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the favorites and I'm going to select all three of these guys. We want to know for sure if those three guys are the true generational talents that their archetype suggests that they are. And as I was alluding to, the negotiations are going to be difficult. We are going to have to renegotiate with so many different people, and we are going to have to restructure so many different contracts, and we probably still won't be able to bring back the entire team. But that's the whole point of a team that has gone all in for a Super Bowl. When you go all in for a Super Bowl, you pay every single piece of talent you can until you win the Super Bowl. And thankfully for us, we've won 2 and on our way to possibly winning a 3rd. But then after that, at some point, something's got to give. At some point, the dam's going to break and the flood is going to happen. And all of that talent is going to be up for new contracts. And you're just not going to have the money. You're going to dip into the pockets and you're going to pull out empty pockets because you ain't got any money left. So that's kind of the situation we're in right now. Now, thankfully, we still have the option of some expensive contracts that we can keep pushing back and pushing back with restructuring. If we go to the schemes, we have that. No, that's the wrong thing. Not the schemes. I wanted the salaries, but now I changed the scheme on accident. If we go to the salaries, that's the re-side players. Get it together, Juice. What are you doing? If we go to the salaries, there we go. And we sort by the most expensive contracts on the team, we still have Myles Garrett. We still have Kyle Hamilton. We still have Mike Hall Jr., Denzel Ward. These guys we can afford to salary or to restructure, push that money back even further. And yes, I know Myles Garrett's money is unbelievable in the next couple of years, but if we keep pushing it back, that's for future Juice to worry about, not for present Juice. We can still get a few guys back on the team and not have to blow up everything if it goes poorly in negotiations. But that is still an option. Now, I'm not going to do it just yet. I might do it in a couple episodes from now, but I'm not going to do it just yet. We still have that option, though, thankfully. Okay, now it's time for the game against the Cowboys. If we take a quick look at the playoff picture, we are the clear number 1 seed, even though the Jets are right on our tail. The Cowboys, not anywhere in the conversation. Very interesting. This is what our loadout is for this week. We've got the after-school tutor. We've got the camp counselor. Hopefully we get some depth trait increases. I will go through and I will play these, or I will do these depth traits and these training drills. Hopefully we do get an increase. If we do, I'll bring you back in. If not, I will see you in the Cowboy game.
Now, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Cowboys head coach. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become 2 here. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays.
All right, we are at home in front of the dog pound to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The last time we faced these boys was in the Super Bowl. Now, hopefully we can have the same result as that Super Bowl and win the game. But here comes Julian Enriquez. King Julian back on the field. Missed most of last week with a bruised rib injury. We're going to canonically say that the bruised ribs, just he couldn't play. He was knocked out of the game and could not come back, even though it said that it did. No, that never happened. He couldn't come back. So this week he's looking to be fresh and ready to go, and we're going to try to keep him as untouched as possible. If he doesn't get hit, that would be the ideal thing. I did notice, by the way, as we were loading into the game, Todd Bowles is the head coach of the Cowboys. I don't know if he was the head coach when we played the Super Bowl, but he's the head coach now, which is kind of crazy. Let's hit a little play action sail X post. maybe that would work. But if we can keep him untouched, that would be the greatest thing to happen. Harold Fannin with a broken tackle getting extra yards. We need to have a couple of insane games with Enriquez. He's got to have 350, 400 yards passing if we want to get him back into the Joe Burrow conversation. Now, the good thing about the Joe Burrow playbook, the Bengal playbook, is it does not really simulate that many touchdowns. You get about 40 touchdowns, 45 touchdowns a season. But you don't get the touchdowns that other playbooks give you. And we currently have 41. So if we can just get back up there into a competitive amount of yards, then we will win the MVP because that's how Madden simulates. So we can do this, and that's another touchdown right there. Devontae Smith, who's having himself an insane season. We've kind of not talked about Devontae Smith as much as we probably should. He's having a great year. He's really fell into that role of number one wide receiver, and he's taking it on in bunches. He's beautiful. Very beautiful man. And that's coming from a guy who watched him absolutely carve up his favorite college football team in the national championship back in 2020. Disgusting. Unstop. I don't know how they couldn't tackle him. But that's neither here nor there. This is the NFL. And we've got him on the team. And he's dominating. And here comes Dak Prescott. We thought about maybe moving Dak Prescott during that trading frenzy that we had a couple episodes ago. But the contract is just too large with Dak. But the talent might not be there anymore as he takes a nasty sack from Myles Garrett in the first play of the game, and he is slow to get up. Look at that. He's even limping a little bit on that knee. I mean, Dak is even older than he is in real life, and he's in his 30s, I think now. Early 30s, but still in his 30s in real life. He's aging. Aging out of the starting quarterback position probably here in Dallas. But they don't have another option to replace him. And they don't have the cap space to be able to do it. So they kind of just have to ride it out with Dak and see how it works. They do still have CeeDee Lamb. They still have George Pickens. So they've got the foundations of the team. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have... That's a crazy good play from CeeDee Lamb. They have Dylan Sampson, our former running back. I know they have Isaiah Peterson, who's in there right now. We did a profile on him a couple years ago in the draft. But I think they have Sampson. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of another team. But I'm pretty sure they have him. And now after a great start on defense, we're allowing the Cowboys to push the ball down the field a little bit too much. We need to get to Dak. He's going to scramble again. He's got more room. Dak Prescott down the field. He's going to avoid the hit stick and slide down. He did that little turn. When he turned from going straight to turn left, that completely ruined my ability to hit that hit stick. I hate when CPU players are just able to twitch on a dime like that. That's going to be a catch and a drop. Okay, they tried to check it down. He couldn't hold on after the hit. I'm not sure who it was, but whoever it was could not hold on. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Quick throw to the end zone. Wide open CeeDee Lamb. J.C. Horn. I don't usually say this, but J.C. Horn got absolutely torched on the route. But did CeeDee Lamb get both his feet in? I kind of assume that he did. He got one down. Oh, he got two down. He got two down. That left foot comes down. That is a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. It's more annoying the fact that J.C. Horn got beat as bad as he did. I mean, we brought J.C. Horn in last year thinking he was going to be our lockdown if we don't have to worry about that side of the field because J.C. Horn's over there type of corner. But against a guy as talented as CeeDee Lamb, that didn't happen. And the Cowboys have tied it up at 7. Now, their drive looked a little bit more difficult than our drive. But they also scored fairly easily as well. I can't really say too much. All right. But we come back out on offense. We looked really good. We moved the ball pretty efficiently. Got to do it again. There's Travis Hunter. He gets a couple of yards. I probably should have thrown that to Scholes. I think Scholes might have been more open. Or had a chance to get more yards after the catch. I got to throw that a little bit soon, and that's going to be Scholes. He had to come back to the ball because I got hit and it didn't get as much power on it as I needed it to as we end the first quarter here. I needed that ball to be thrown a little bit harder, but because I got hit, it didn't have the chance to. And now we sit at a 3rd and 3. Looking at probably Devontae Smith across the middle. And it is going to be him. He's open. He's got the first. He's going to take a nasty shot, but hold on to the football. And we are slowly but surely moving the ball down the field. Hand off to Quinshawn. He's got good moves to get away from the initial tackler attempt. Gets a couple of yards. He's almost at 1,000. He's like 30 or something yards away from 1,000 yards. That's open. That's Harold Fannin. He can't turn the corner, but he does get a nice catch. Let's try another inside zone. A nice little inside zone might have us with a couple of yards. And there's a handoff, and the blocking was not really strong on that one. Micah Parsons, yes, is still a Dallas Cowboy. He did not get... We started this save before he got moved to Green Bay. So he is still rocking with the Cowboys. And he's not going to move anymore because the Dallas Cowboys, or at least they were, Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they just played in one. So he has no reason to move, except for maybe after a couple years of turmoil, maybe now he moves. That's Conrad Scholes, and he's got the corner. Good job, Conrad. Nice play. Nice play. But now we give it back to Enriquez and Quinshawn. And Quinshawn breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and he's down to the 8. Okay, Quinshawn. I see you out here, big dog. Let's hit Travis Hunter across the face of the defense, and Travis Hunter will extend the football into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Hunter does it again. Another touchdown pass for Enriquez as Escobar sends that through, and we take the lead back. This could be a shootout the way the first couple drives have gone. We just need to tighten up on defense. I can't believe we started so hot with that Myles Garrett sack, and then we allowed the touchdown later on. We got to play better on defense as a whole. Can't just rely on Myles Garrett to do some things, and then the secondary and the linebackers just completely do nothing. And we need CeeDee Lamb to not have as good of a game as it looks like he's about to have. Hand off to Patterson, and he's going to get a couple of yards. I think what I should probably do is I should probably send the cornerback matchup to buy overall so that it's Denzel Ward over there on CD instead of J.C. Horn. That way Horn probably covers George Pickens, I would assume. But maybe Denzel can give us a better chance. And that's going to be a sack. It's the Predator. He's on the prowl, and he's in the hunting grounds. And Dak Prescott was in his sights. Chase Young with the sack. That's number 2 on the day for the defense. Number 2 on the day for this Cleveland defense. It's a 3rd and 14 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Can we get a third? No, Dak's going to find a wide open man, but he overthrew him. Man, that could have been a touchdown. Oh, it's Jalen McMillan. Okay. Man, that was up the seam. That was a perfect route by McMillan. Dak's got to hit that. If he catches that in stride, he's probably got a touchdown on his hands. Maybe we can catch him. It's hard to say. But that was a huge missed opportunity by Dak and by Dallas. But we're going to take advantage of it. Hopefully. The screen pass. Quinshawn spins off the tackle, gets hit hard, but falls to the first down line. And then we're going to try a little bit of maybe a little tight end hook. Could be in play here. Or possibly... Yeah, let's try the tight end hook. I don't really like this play that much, but there could be something here. If we do a little check down to Scholes, and he gets the first down out of it. But we got to run a little bit of hurry up because the clock is starting to move at a dramatic place. If Enriquez would get under center, please. Travis Hunter's wide open. He's got space to run after the catch. Travis Hunter steps out of bounds at the 9. Let's go, Trav. Trav. He's got 534 yards. He's having a pretty good season. Hand off to Quinshawn, and he will get taken down to the 4. Timeout called by Dallas. they're a little bit scared. They're not going to have enough time to get the ball back and try to go on offense themselves. They will get the ball to start the second half, but they want to score, obviously, in this half to try to keep this game close. We're going to motion, and we're going to have a delayed handoff to Quinshawn. He's going to try to break a tackle, can't do it, get back to the line of scrimmage at least. I'm trying to get Quinshawn some more rushing touchdowns. He's only got like 6, I think. Trying to get him some more rushing touchdowns, but the Cowboy defense just won't let me do it. That's a Devontae Smith catch, and that is a gain of 3, but nothing in the end zone, unfortunately. And that's all the Dallas timeouts. I got to throw that. They did a really good job of covering everything there. That's tough. That is real tough. They did a great job of covering all of my options there. Chase Young can't get the sack. Ah! Mason Graham's not going to catch him. It's a 99-yard touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. The one broken tackle is all he needed. One broken tackle is all he needed, really. Nobody else was there in the area for that. That blows, man. That really blows. Come on. God, broken tackles are going to kill me. Broken tackles might literally send me to the morgue. They might send me to the afterlife because I can't stand broken tackles at this rate. It's every player breaking a bunch of tackles. They're breaking 1 billion tackles a game. At some point, you got to wonder, when is enough enough? And I'm going to get hit on the throw there. Oh, my God. Dallas is actually starting to play good now. Their secondary just feels like I can't find anybody open. I don't want to call that play. I'd probably prefer a vertical play, if anything. I take a sack. That's brutal. That is actually brutal, taking a sack there. I'm just trying to get it all, and I'm just not doing it. That's a nice catch from Velasco. Gets the first down conversion. We need to get a little bit closer if we're going to have to rely on Escobar to kick a field goal here. That's actually for the best. Saves us a timeout. Don't have to worry about that. Let's go underneath. That's Velasco again. He's going to get closer. We'll call another timeout. And now we have one shot at the end zone before we kick a 59-yard field goal. I guess we could try to go out of bounds to get a little bit closer. But I'm going to try. Conrad Scholes, he caught it. No, he didn't drop it. He dropped it. Okay. I thought he caught it for a second. It looked like he did. He wouldn't have had the touchdown, though. Can Escobar kick a 59-yard field goal? We're going to find out. That's about as much power as I could put on it. And he got it. 59-yard field goal for Enrique Escobar. Now we're talking. I knew there was a reason we took this guy in the draft. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty darn impressive for the young kicker. Saints having a decent year. The Broncos not having a decent year. That's why they moved on from Bo Nix.
A 17-yard touchdown.
But the quarterback that they replaced him with throws a beautiful ball into the end zone. Remember, that guy had superstar dev. That's the reason they felt comfortable moving Bo Nix. So we'll see if he can turn anything. But he throws a beautiful ball to Vele, and that's a touchdown and a win for the Denver Broncos. Ooh, a nice division matchup right here, Tampa and Carolina. Baker, still the quarterback in Tampa. On his back foot, fires a missile, which is caught with a broken tackle for a touchdown. That's unbelievable. I don't know who that can't be. That's not Scotty Miller. I don't know who that is. But whoever it is got an unbelievable catch and broken tackle there. Baker on his back foot, too. And Green Bay and Detroit. I talk about every week how Joshua Webster is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. We're not going to see him on this play. It's going to be a Jahmyr Gibbs Juke move.
Gonna deliver
And he reaches. Was that knee
to the
down?
end zone.
No, it wasn't.
12-yard
Okay.
touchdown.
It looked on that first highlight that he was down with a knee, but he's
With a
in.
10-point
That is a
lead
touchdown.
at the half. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's
Patriots
going on
must be
here
on a
in
bye
week
week this
number
week because I don't
13.
see him on there. But we're back to our game, and we need to absolutely play better. We have played sloppy at times in this game, on defense more so than on offense. And there's the one broken tackle from Chase Young, and you're telling me nobody else was there. Nobody else was there to make that tackle. Kyle Hamilton literally made contact with him, but he didn't get an animation. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Oh. And we will send it back to Dallas to start the half. We lead by 3, but it's not the lead that I was hoping we'd have at the end of the half. We'll see if we can do something here on defense, finally. And we're not getting lucky with the fumble recoveries like we were, or the forced fumbles like we were. Isaiah Patterson almost at 1,000 yards. He's had a really good season. Almost 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's pretty much on pace with what Quinshon's doing. So Patterson's having a great year. If we could just get another sack, possibly. Myles Garrett. Oh, he almost had it. That's a great block attempt from the lineman at the last second because Myles Garrett was in there. He had Dak Prescott. He almost had his fingertips, his grubby little fingerprints all over that. That's a quick throw. I was not expecting such a quick throw. CeeDee Lamb holds on. But it's a 3rd and 7. We thrive on 3rd and 7s, in my mind at least. Dak has time. He fires it down the field. Kyle Hamilton and George Pickens one-on-one. It's a drop. Good job, Kyle. Did he just kick dirt on him? It looked like he just kicked a little dirt. I respect it. And we force a 3 and out on Dallas. Needed. Hashtag needed. Deion Brooks slips that tackle and gets to the 28-yard line. Okay. And here comes the offense. Here comes the offense. We drove down the field and got denied a touchdown. And then we drove down the field and got a field goal. And our last 2 drives of the half. But Quinshon 8 carries for 62 yards. Let me hit a little bench on this one. Give me a little bench play. The tight ends are running the bench. Let me hit a little Conrad Scholl's bench. Turn up the field, Conrad, and get the first. Good job. 5 catches, 54 yards for the big man. We'll swap in another running back play. Little handoff to Q, and Q will break a tackle and get a couple yards. Didn't get as many as I thought on that play because it looked like I was going to have a lot more yards. And he's reached over 1,000. Good for Quinshon Judkins. He is over 1,000 yards in the season. That's his 4th straight year over 1,000? I think so. I'm not honestly sure how many years in a row he's got over 1,000. But he's been a fantastic running back for us. And the 3-headed monster of Jonathan Taylor, Bashal Tootin, and Quinshon has been peak, as the kids say. Devontae Smith with a nice catch. Oh, I wanted to run hurry up to get Jonathan Taylor a handoff, but that was too late. Devontae's almost at 1,000 yards. He should be able to get it if we keep putting the ball in his hands these last few weeks. He should be able to reach 1,000 by the end of the season. I think Travis Hunter probably won't get there. It'll be pretty close for him. He'd have to have like one really big game where he goes off for like 160s, 170 yards probably. Enriquez is over 200 yards now, but that is not quite enough to get back into the running with Joe Burrow and guys like that. So we're going to have to keep the pressure on. That's a catch to Velasco. He couldn't turn up the field. I was pulling the analog stick to pull him up the field. He just wouldn't do it. I don't know if the DB running with him stopped him or not, but Conrad Scholl's incomplete. Feel like Conrad probably should have had the touchdown there, but he didn't. 3rd and goal from the 3. Is a run here a right idea? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway, and we're going to find out what happens. Handoff. Quinshon, Micah Parsons absolutely ate his lunch. Micah Parsons said it was not the right idea to run on us. And now we're in the same spot we were when we went the other time and we didn't get it, and then they scored the 99-yard touchdown. So Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Hopefully we score. We don't score. Another drive where we are left with no points at the 3 or the 1 or just, oh my God. Brutal. Brutal scenes. Micah Parsons is picking and choosing when he wants to run or when he wants to ruin our lives. He doesn't do anything for the whole drive until we get to the red zone inside the 10, and that's when he wants to start playing good. Handoff. Patterson's got space. He's going to get brought down from behind. Yeah, he's got 125 yards. I wonder how that happened. Heavily inflated. Heavily inflated numbers. He's not done anything else after that. And I am very upset the way that we're playing on offense right now. Myles Garrett gets a sack. Are they going to give half a sack to 52 there? Who is it? Is that Jahad Campbell? They might give half a sack to Jahad, even though that was all Myles Garrett. The only reason Jahad would get half a sack is because they pushed him right into it. 3rd and 11, though. Myles Garrett is starting to wreak havoc. I mean, a matchup between Myles Garrett and Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons is kind of insane. But thankfully, the Cowboys don't do anything with the drive, and we get the ball back again. I just wish they didn't have 14 points. I wish we had more than 17 points, and honestly, we should. We should have, like, billions more points than 17. But we've left 14 points on the table by missing those 2 drives at the 3 or closer. We got to clean it up. We got to clean up the offense in the red zone. That has been our kryptonite in this game. Devontae Smith with a nice catch. Just chipping away. Chipping. Quinshon Judkins will get a first down, but that ball's out. Dallas recovers, and I think he might have been up. I think it's an actual fumble, and I don't think Danny Barrett's going to catch him. It is a touchdown for the Dallas defense. Quinshon Judkins just gave Dallas the win, and it's Trayvon Diggs, of all people. I think Quinshon was not down. Oh, was he down? It's hard to say on that one. They're going to review it. Tell me he was down. It was so hard to see there. Show me a knee or a forearm, something down. Knee down. Knee is down. It's not a fumble. The Browns have the ball. Oh, that's huge, Quinshon. You got to stop giving me heart attacks like that, dog. You got to. I can't handle that kind of travesty. You can't do that to me. I'm not as young as I used to be. And now he's making up for it because he has a huge run right there. God, I almost cried. It's honestly what I would have done if that would have been a completed fumble and a touchdown. But Quinshon Judkins is going to make up for it. It's a touchdown. His number 6 on the season. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. That was about my limit of emotional stability that I could handle right there. I almost broke down. I almost broke down on that one. But in the end, it is 24-14. We have the lead and a somewhat comfortable 10-point lead with 3:29 to go. Let's get back on defense and have Myles Garrett lay into him. That ball's out! Chase Young did it again! And we pick it up. I don't know who picked it up. It was bobbling around there. But the Predator does it again. God, Chase Young is so good at that. Having him on kick return duty is kind of a cheat code. But I'll take it. Devontae Smith! Oh, I had to. First down, I had to try it. First down, I had to try the deep ball. Or the one-on-one 50-50 ball. I'm kind of upset that Seattle won a game. I was kind of hoping that there would be a winless team in the league. I really hope they don't lose every other game now. Because if they won one game just to not be winless, but they go 1-16, that'd be frustrating for me. Devontae Smith with another touchdown catch, another touchdown pass for Julian Enriquez. And now we're starting to build the lead. Now it's starting to look a little ugly. This is how it should have been the whole time. But we played a little bit sloppy. And we couldn't get the job done in the red zone. Which is something we're going to have to clean up when we play the Jets next week. But maybe we can get Chase Young to pop another ball out. Oh, I mean, he had as good of attempt as he could ever ask for there. But the return man holds on to it. But that might have been all that we needed to win this game. 31-14. We've built a comfortable lead. They give it to Patterson. Widmer is right there. That's not Widmer. I saw a white boy and I thought it was Widmer. That's Bishop. Widmer was not involved in the play. Widmer's right here. That was Cole Bishop. I got too many white boys and too many things to call them. That is a touchdown for Isaiah Patterson. Maybe he's better than I gave him credit for. Because now his numbers aren't necessarily inflated as much. I'm annoyed. We don't usually allow running backs to go crazy on us like that. But that is 2 plays now where Isaiah Patterson has torched us. I mean, we don't usually have that happen. And now we're in a shootout. With the Dallas, well, not technically a shootout, but now we're in a high-scoring game against Dallas. Why, Miguel Perez, would you catch the ball like that? That was kind of insane. Very unnecessary for you to do that. I don't need a heart attack. My heart cannot handle these type of things. They've brought it back to a 10-point game, but Quinshon Judkins is going to answer it right back. If you got one who can do it, I got one who can do it a little bit better. Quinshon Judkins. Let's go. It's a battle of the star running backs right now. Isaiah Patterson does it. And he tosses the grenade. Oh, look at that. That's sick. That's sick nasty right there. You love to see it. Love to see it. And now we just answer right back. We give that 17-point lead again. And Trayvon Diggs might have pulled a hammy. That's what you get. Dummy. 2:14 to go in the game. 38-21. Let's pop another ball. Let's pop another ball. Get a fumble. No, we're not going to have it. Bishop brings him down. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. All the timeouts for Dallas. But they might not need him if freaking Isaiah Patterson goes crazy again. Let's have that not happen. For my sake. For the sake of my health. It is a handoff to Patterson, but Jahad Campbell was initially in there, and then Mike Green brings him down officially. But they're not going to get this play out before the 2-minute warning, so we've got 2 minutes to hold on. 38-21. The Cleveland Browns, the land of Cleve. Can we stop Dallas and get our 11th win on the season? Dak's going to run for his life. I completely overran the route, and Dak gets a first down and more. I'm going to stab myself with a spork. I can't believe that I always overrun the routes. That's a Will Johnson tackle. I don't know how Isaiah Patterson held on to that football, but he did. He certainly did. Certainly. Chase Young goes to the ground. That's a bad throw, but it is a catch regardless if it's a bad throw or not. And a timeout called by Todd Bowles and the Dallas offense. They really can't believe they're going to get back in this game, do they? They don't believe that. That's a check down. Jahad Campbell can't officially bring down Patterson, which is weird. You think that Campbell would be able to do that. Dak's got time. He fires. It's dropped. They go to Jalen McMillan. He couldn't hang on because he's a bum. No, I can't hate on J-Mac. He was in Tampa Bay with us when we did Tampa Bay franchise. Was that last year or a couple years ago? Was that just last year that we did Tampa Bay franchise? It had to have been because we were in the NFC last year, so it had to have been Tampa Bay. Was that really just last year? That's kind of crazy. But we like J-Mac in that series. He was good. Hand up to Patterson. He's going to get the first down. That was a 4th and 2. I didn't even realize that was a 4th and 2. I probably would have played that a little bit differently. I thought that was a third down, if I'm being honest. Minutes ago, they have one timeout remaining, and Myles Garrett will now finally get the sack. That's the fourth by the team, and the third, or maybe 2.5 now by Myles Garrett, depending on what they rule it with the other sacks. But anyway, this one is a full sack. Prescott goes down. We're under a minute now, clock moving. 2nd and 11. He goes quickly to George Pickens. Widmer brings him down. Widmer's developing really nicely. I know I haven't really talked about his development that much, but he's got star dev. He's developing into a nice overall player. And there's Myles Garrett. That time it's a strip sack. The ball is out. Who's got it? Dallas still has it. Okay. But another sack for Myles Garrett. An unstoppable force has been activated. Myles Garrett is now an unstoppable force. And he almost had another one. J.C. Horn knocks that out of the hands of CeeDee Lamb. And there's 26 seconds remaining in the game. We have done it. Myles Garrett really took that drive over. We probably wouldn't have won it if Myles Garrett didn't do the things that he did. But we will win the game 38-21, and I'm pretty happy with that. I could have been better. Could have been a much bigger blowout if we wouldn't have left those 14 points on the table in the red zone. But hey, 3 touchdowns, 223 yards is not the yards that I was looking for Enriquez, but it does add on to his numbers. He continues to put up great numbers, and he continues to be in the conversation for touchdown record territory. There's a chance he breaks the touchdown record. It's only 55, I think. And Quinshon's one step closer to a true 99. One step closer. But we win the game against Dallas, and now we have the big one against New York. The big one against the Jets. They are 9-3, so they lost again, actually. And we have a running back breakout. I would assume that's Quinshon Judkins for X Factor. That's kind of insane. We've missed a couple opportunities for Julian Enriquez to get X Factor, but if we could get Quinshon to be X Factor, that would be nice. The Jets have lost, and Quinshon takes over the top spot. Myles Garrett, with that huge sack game, jumps into number 2. Well, technically he's tied for first now in the sacks. But Joe Burrow just keeps putting on insane numbers. 3,800 yards now for Joseph. Quinshon's at 2,080. What? I just had a stroke. 2,865 is what I wanted to say. We have the best offense in the league and the best defense in the league. We're awesome. But if we go to the record book, in a season, touchdown record is 55. And we have 40-something. 44. So we're 11 away. And we have week 14, week 15, week 16, week 17, week 18. So 5 games left to go. Now, preferably, I'd want to get it done before week 17's over so that they can't say, oh, but he did it with an extra week of games. Oh, whatever. If we do it within the week 17, then they can't have that argument. But it's time to do this. Let's take a look at this running back breakout first. This Jets game kind of lost a little bit of its luster now with them losing another game. So coming off that big game, I wanted to up the pressure on Quinshon Judkins to repeat and exceed. What are you thinking? Normal pressure, high pressure, low pressure. Let's just give him... I mean, Kevin Stefanski's usually right about these things, but what is going to be the easiest goal for us to hit is more what I'm thinking. I'm going to go normal pressure. Treat it like any other week. He's got so much talent, I don't think we need to do anything special. Business as usual. 175 yards, that's it. 100, and it's both rushing and receiving. Okay, that's doable. 175 yards rushing and receiving is really doable. I like that a lot. We're going to go into this game. It is against the Jets, but it's not as highly touted as a matchup as it once could have been because they lost another game. But it's still an important game. This is most likely for the number 1 seed. Even though if we lose this game, we go to 11-2, they go to 10-3. We have to lose another game for them to get it. It's kind of for the number 1 seed, but it's kind of not. It's kind of just the 2 best teams in the AFC going after each other. So hopefully we can get it done, but we are on the road to MetLife. I'm really hoping nobody tears their ACL. That's the goal. Let's get into the game, and let's get Quinshon Judkins X Factor.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, 2 teams hailing from the AFC, between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Across the field, the head coach of the Jets. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason.
We got a good one here in MetLife against the New York Jets. Can we take down this up-and-coming superstar potential quarterback in Emmanuel Cologne? Is he got the sauce? As Travis Hunter's holding his hand, why is that happening? Travis? That's not a good sign. He is superstar dev, as you can see underneath him. Emmanuel Cologne, the next big thing in the NFL, it seems. Maybe he's a bigger deal than Julian Enriquez. Although I think Julian, I'd have to say, is a step ahead. But these two guys for the next decade plus are probably the face of the league, is what it's building towards, as Mike Green wraps up Cologne for the sack. And he spikes the flag down. Let's go. Is that a hammer or is it a flag? Like a flag planting? I'm not even sure what that celebration is. It seems like it's a flag planting, or it could be a hammer. I don't even know. Who cares? He slams the ground, basically. That's a big-time sack on the play. Maybe we get back-to-back? No, we don't get back-to-back, but we do get a stop, and it's a 3-and-out. The defense comes out hot. The defense comes out hot. We dominate. And now the offense got to come out hot. Remember, 175 yards plus between rushing and receiving for Q. So unfortunately, Julian Enriquez is going to have to take a back seat because the next factor running back would be Mahusiv. All right, let's do this. 175 yards rushing, receiving, and we can do it any way possible. Screen passes, that money play that I always call where he runs out of the backfield and runs to the right side of the field. That play always is good, but he's got to get it. He had 180 yards and 2 touchdowns last week, which is what activated or what triggered this moment in the first place. And the Jets still have, I think they still have Sauce Gardner. Yeah, they do. They still have Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams. They have not made those trades like they did in real life. So those two players are still on the field. And there's Quinshon Judkins. This could be a day for him. This could be Quinshon's moment. The moment in the sun to get an X-Factor running back. Bashal Tutin will give Quinshon a little bit of a breather. And Bashal's got space, but I ran into frickin' Trey Seawright, because of course I did. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way. At least Travis Hunter's back healthy. Just a little bit of a sprain, I think. Quinshon with another huge run. He's down to the 24-yard line. It's 30 carries for 37 yards. My man is going nuclear. Handoff, Judkins from behind. He's pulled down. Who did that? Who had the speed to do that? That was kind of insane. I wish it would be 175 yards plus or a couple of touchdowns, because I could just force feed him some touchdowns at the end zone and be able to cheese it that way, but unfortunately that's not going to be the way that we can do it. Jonathan Taylor in the game, and he's going to get a handoff, and Jonathan Taylor squeezing around for a couple. Brandon Sampson getting chippy with a Jets player. And then we go with a little throw right here. That's Travis Hunter, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Hunter in the end zone. So I guess what we can do is we can give Quinshon all of the yards leading up to the end zone, and then we give Julian Enriquez the touchdown. That way we work both of the goals, which is getting Quinshon the yards and then getting Enriquez the touchdowns to build him closer and closer to the record. So that could be something. That could be a solution. Oh, the hit stick kind of just did nothing on that play. So I hate when the hit stick does stuff like that. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. It's cool to see some of these guys that never wore this version of the uniform, to see them in the uniform. It's kind of cool, because like Breece Hall never wore this version of the uniform. They already had changed by that point. Garrett Wilson, I don't even think wore this version of the uniform. I think they already had changed when he was... Yeah, because Sam Darnold was like some of the last players to wear this uniform, because he wore this uniform for like a season or two, and then they changed in that process. They probably changed around 2019, I think, or 2020. It's probably when they changed from the white helmet to the ugly green helmet that they wear now. Although it looks better since they've updated it. I've talked about that before. But these Jets uniforms are always better. They're always going to be better. Anytime you can have a white helmet, it just looks better. And I know I'm playing the team that doesn't have a white helmet, but I don't know, it's just white helmets just look better. And I'm glad I didn't even mention this. I had gone on a rant about how the Tennessee Titan uniforms, I don't like them. Well, they're changing the uniforms. They're going to more of a honorable look where they go to honor the Houston Oilers and their history with them, which I've talked about in the past as well. I don't think the Houston Oilers should be represented by the Titans, even though they are technically the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Oilers and the Titans are the same thing. They're just in a different city because they moved. But that franchise still has that history. But I think that when I've talked about this before. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go on a rant. It's another juice rant. Buckle up. I think that when the Titans moved from Houston, they should have forfeited the rights to the Oilers. When they made the decision to change, they were going to change the name from the Oilers to the Titans. They should have forfeited the rights. They should have been left up in the air, and the Titans can go build their own history. That ball's out, recovered by J.C. Horn. Oh, it's a fumble recovery for a touchdown. J.C. Horn's got it. I'm going to pause the rant for a second as we narrate J.C. Horn down the sideline. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Browns. J.C. Horn with the recovery and the return. A scoop and score. Who put the ball on the ground? I got to see the instant replay for a second here. Was it Kyle Widmer that forced it? It was. Kyle Widmer comes up, lays the hammer on Dontavian Wicks. Boom! That ball comes out. Schlesinger couldn't react quick enough, but J.C. Horn does, and then nobody's catching J.C. And he's all the way to the house. Love to see it. That's a massive play because it looked like the Jets were about ready to score. All right. Back to my rant. Unpause the rant. So, I think that when the Titans moved to Tennessee, well, technically they moved to Memphis first, I think for a season or two, while their stadium was getting built. I think that's what happened. And then they moved to Nashville officially and became the Tennessee Titans fully. But I do believe that they went to Memphis for a season, at least a season. I don't remember if it was more than that. But they should have let those rights to the Houston Oilers go and just have them up in the ether. Because I don't think at that point they knew the Texans were going to become a thing. Because the Titans moved in the late 90s. And I think and obviously the Texans come in 2002 was their first season. But obviously they didn't just appear in 2002 and then that's the first thing that they ever talked about. No, they obviously had to have conversations years prior. So if the Titans would have given up the rights to the Oilers and let that just marinate, and then the Texans become a thing, then you should have given the Houston fan base a choice. Do you want the history that comes along with the Houston Oilers? If you want the Titans have given it up, you can inherit the Houston heritage, the Oiler heritage, if you want it. And then that would give, if the Texans would have said yes, then that would have given them the whole rights to wear the Oiler uniforms, to use the logo, to have the records that the Oiler players put up, all of that stuff. And right now, Caleb Williams is leading the MVP race. Right behind him is our guy, Julian Enriquez, which is kind of huge. But if the Titans would have done that and the Texans would have said yes, then they can use the Oilers stuff. If they would have said no, then either you can have the Titans get the rights back, or you can just not have anybody honor the Houston Oilers because they left anyway. So why I feel like the fans wouldn't want that. But I just feel like it's a wrong look for the Titans because you moved a team. You ripped a team from a city. And now it's like you're flaunting the dead body, basically, is how I feel about it. You ripped a team from the city. It's like if the Raiders would wear, I see it's different when that stuff happens because they didn't change the colors scheme or the name. Same thing with the Rams. I guess the Rams, if the Rams would wear the uniforms that they wore when they were the St. Louis Rams, like the gold, the dark gold brown color, and then the navy blue, if they would have wore those uniforms, then that's like flaunting the dead body in front of the fans. Like, it's got to feel bad for people in Houston that were alive and were fans of the Oilers to see the Titans do this. You went through the breakup, and now you got to see them flaunting the body because they're wearing they would already wear the Oilers uniforms every once in a while as like a retro throwback, but now their uniforms that they're gonna wear every single week are looking almost exactly like the Oiler uniforms. They got the baby blue, you got the light red. I don't even know what color red that is. And then you've got the helmet, which they've taken away the flame, which I don't like the logo at all. I don't like the logo at all. They got rid of the flames on the Titan logo. Now it's just a circle with a T in the middle. I don't like it at all. It's not great. Maybe it'll grow on me in a couple years. Maybe if I actually see it on the field, it'll look better. Oh God, Emmanuel Cologne actually got a little bit of motion. That didn't go well, did it? Emmanuel Cologne scores the touchdown, brings the Jets in this game still. But as of right now, just seeing the concept art and seeing the jerseys being revealed and stuff, I don't like the jerseys. I mean, I like them because they look like the Oilers and I like the Oilers uniforms, but I don't like them for the fact that they look like the Oilers uniforms. You should let that go. Even though it is your history, you should let it go. You're not in Houston anymore. So stop trying to play the nostalgia card when you're the people. Well, I don't think the same ownership. Did the Titans sell? Is it the same? I don't think it's the same owner that originally moved them. Anyway, it's been 30 years. Let it go. You don't have that history. You have your own history. You've played in a Super Bowl as the Tennessee Titans. You don't need the Oiler nostalgia factor. Just let it go. Let them die. Let them die peacefully. Let them rest, and you can continue building your own history. But Houston, they have their own team. They have the Texans. So why do you need to keep digging up these bad emotions, these bad feelings when you've already established the move and Houston got another team? So I don't know. I don't like it. It's my TLDR of it all. I don't like that they're using the Oilers as this nostalgia bomb and then expecting people to actually like it. But I mean, I guess obviously people do like it. I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, maybe it'll grow on me, the uniforms and stuff. And like I said, I like them. I think that the colors are good because I like what the Oilers uniforms look like, and now these ones look like that. So, but if you actually like go deeper than on the surface, it's not a good look for Tennessee. But I'm just one person. It's just my opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. Or if you do agree with me, that's also totally fine. But if you don't agree with me, you're stupid. Just kidding. New England and Buffalo. Josh Allen, it's an age-old rivalry. And look at this bum. Look at this merchant throwing a touchdown pass. Unbelievable, that bum. What a fraud. What an actual fraud Josh Allen is. Just a straight-up bum of a person. Maybe not a bum of a player. Not a bum. He's a fine person. I don't really know him. He's a bum of a player. And Caleb Williams, we were just talking about how he's leading the MVP case, and he's making it a little bit tougher for Julian Enriquez as he scores a touchdown. And we got a cartwheel going on here. Is that Cole Kmet? Who is that? It is Cole Kmet. I didn't know he had that motion. Cole Kmet with a cartwheel, backflip, gymnastic type of move. That was insane. And now we got the Colts and the Jaguars, who did move on from Trevor Lawrence. He is no longer the starting quarterback here in Jacksonville. It is Tua Tagovailoa, actually, who's starting. I thought that I made the switch, but they must have switched it back on me. I gave the start to their young quarterback, but I guess they switched it on me again. But Tua is the starting quarterback here in Jacksonville, and he got a win, so I mean, maybe they made the right choice. The Bills beat the Patriots on primetime Thursday Night Football. Makes me sick. Makes me sick that bum wins games. All right, let's move on. We've got a decent lead. What do we got, a 10-point lead? And we're going to get the football, so we're in a good position right now. We want to win this game pretty confidently. Enriquez has got 70 yards and a touchdown. Only 43 yards for Quinshon Judkins. We need to bump those numbers up. We need to also get him involved in the passing game because that also helps out Enriquez with the passing numbers. So we gotta get some motion here. We gotta do some things. Emmett Streets with the return. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, we got to go almost exclusively through Quinshon Judkins. If we could do that, that'll work. So it's either got to be runs with Quinshon or it's got to be passes with Quinshon. But whatever it is, it's got to go through Quinshon. And that's a great carry to start the game, or start the half. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Keep moving. Quinshon, I was hoping I could squeeze through there and get some extra yards. That's okay. Do we try the shark wheel? Oh, it's Jonathan Taylor. Never mind. I was thinking maybe we go shark wheel and we have Quinshon take the bomb, but it wasn't going to work. Jonathan Taylor was in the game, and now Quinshon's back in. This has got to go through Quinn. He's going to catch it. He's going to hold on. First down. Good job, Q. Let's go with a little halfback zone weak side. Almost 3,000 passing yards for Enriquez. Pretty good. And look at Quinshon carry a couple of guys for extra yardage. He wants it. He wants it all. Just call him Sharpay because he wants it all. Hand off Bashal Tootin. I don't want to take too many yards away. So I got to dive. I probably could have scored a touchdown there. We know how electric Bashal Tootin can be. Hand off. Quinshon gets absolutely obliterated on that one. Simply obliterated. Let me just go quickly to Devontae Smith so I can get the first down and keep this going. And we'll hand it back to Quinshon and hopefully get some more yards and not get it destroyed on the handoff. There it is. He's squeezing. Quinshon breaking tackle. Still up. And he's down to the 3. He's got 81 yards now. 81 yards for Q. He's breathing heavy, but there's the handoff, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown, Quinshon. He's got about 84 yards now. Plus, he's got a couple yards pass or receiving. We're getting there. We need to get the ball probably 2 more times at the most. We'll have to really work on the Jets here and see if we can get the ball turned over pretty quickly. A couple of 3-and-outs would be really good. But if we realize that the Jets are going to score, like they're moving the ball and they're taking a long time, we might have to take one for the team and let them score. Because this isn't really about the win anymore. We've kind of got that locked up. It's not really about the win. It's about the X factor. So if we see the Jets starting to move the ball down the field, but they're taking a little bit too much time, what am I doing there? I could have sacked Emmanuel Cologne easily there. All right, we kind of screwed that whole play up. But if we kind of see them struggle, or they're moving the ball and they're taking a lot of time with the clock, we might have to take one for the team and let them score so that we get the ball back as quickly as possible. Oh, that almost got picked off by Schlesinger. That would have been electric if he would have been able to hold on. If he would have been able to hold on. Oh, what am I doing? I'm such a sucky suck boy. I had 2 sack opportunities on this exact same drive, and I've screwed them both up. I am not good. That can't be caught. It's not going to be 4th and 10. Huge play by Denzel Ward, and that will be the punt. That works. It took about a minute off the clock, I think. Maybe less than a minute. But I will take that all day. That gets us the football back. Gives us about 70 yards to go, 80 yards to go. Let's give the ball to Quinshon Judkins. We'll keep it moving. I don't want to do it all on the ground, and we're probably not going to be able to do it all on the ground because the Jets are going to be able to stop us like they did right there. They're really ready for the run. They are really ready to stop the run. They do not want me to do anything running-wise. But if I can get Quinshon to catch that football. Okay. Quinshon did not want to hold on to that football. It felt like they knew what play I was calling there because they had 2 linebackers right in the middle. In the previous couple plays, they didn't have that set up, so I don't know, maybe a little bit suspicious, but whatever. Conrad Scholes gets the first down. That's over 100 yards for Enriquez, and he's so close to 3,000 yards. Hand off to Judkins. My God, they are all over Quinshawn on the ground. They do not want him to do anything running the football. We are going to have to go exclusively passing for a little bit to try to get him, though still get him the yards, but not in the run game because it is looking tragic for Quinshawn. I mean, I've never seen a team dominate the run game so strongly like they have been. It's a 3rd and 7, but I also want to keep the drive moving too. If we get that to Quinn, he's going to get a couple of yards. He only got a yard. That was the wrong choice. That was the wrong choice. Shouldn't have thrown it there. But I was just trying to get him yards. I'm just trying to get him some yards, man. We go quickly. That almost got knocked down in the air. I would have been upset if that would have happened. Come on, man. I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to get it. I'm trying, but I mean, they're all over the run game. It's just wasting time at that point. We're just wasting time. And now Jonathan Taylor's in the game. This is not going how I want it to go. Little check down. He breaks the tackle. I thought he was going to break another tackle. Looked like that's the way that it was going. How can I get him the ball again? Quinshawn, he drops it, turnover on downs. I shouldn't have thrown it to him. I forced it to him, trying to get him these yards. I should have just tried to get the first down again, like I had been previously. I don't think Quinshawn's going to do it. They just were unbelievable at stopping the run the last couple of plays. Like, all of a sudden, they sold out for the run. I don't know why they thought that I was going to run the ball so much. Maybe because I'm winning 24-7. That makes sense, I guess. But then in the passing game, they also played that pretty well. And I almost got to start calling timeouts here. So the clock doesn't run. Schlesinger hits the little hee-hee. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We just lost about 10 seconds that could have been used on this play. That's got to be a tackle. No, did I hit the quarterback? Are they going to call that a... You can't be serious! You cannot call roughing the passer on that. There's absolutely no shot that's roughing the passer. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, my God. Why did I... All right, so what could have been another 3 and out turns into more offense for the Jets. He's not getting it. He's not getting the X factor unless we let the Jets score right here. Even if we let them score, it's still a daunting task because he is pretty far away, I think. Pretty far away. We have to let the Jets score unless they throw a pick. Or they do that, I guess. At least throw the ball up where he can catch it because I was about ready to pull him off of Garrett Wilson so he could get the touchdown, but come on, Cologne. Do better than that. That's a throw. Just pull everybody back. Pull everybody back. Let him go. Ah, I couldn't do everybody. I'm going to call a timeout, actually. I'm going to call a timeout. Come on, Jets. Just score. Just score so that I can get the ball back and try to get Quinshawn some more touches. End zone. Let him in. Let him in. Let him in. Okay, perfect. He's in. Touchdown. It's Christian Watson. Okay. Touchdown for the Jets. They think they have it. Does this mean they're going to go onside on me? That's going to take away a lot of yards that I could have had. Will Johnson just blocked that extra point, though. That's pretty sick. They are going to go onside. Oh, you're ruining this for me. You're ruining this for me. That's so many yards I'm not going to get now that I could have had. All right, well, let's go. Back on Quinshawn. Back on Quinshawn. Here we go. Handoff. He's going to get stopped again. My God, this is unbelievable, the run stop they have. Can we please, for the love of all things in this world, actually get a decent run? Quinshawn, first down. That's what I'm talking about. Timeout called by the Jets. They're going to do the work for me. They're going to call all their timeouts. It's going to save time, and Judkins going to keep getting yards. Handoff, Judkins. That's only a yard. That's not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. But maybe the go-to play, maybe the money play can work. The money play, Quinshawn, first down. Final timeout used by the Jets, which means we're going to start using our timeouts. I need to see what he's actually at. Stats, player stats. What are we working with here? 93 yards through the ground, and then receiving, he's got 2 for 29. I know that's not 175. What is that exactly? I'm not good at maths. What is that? 93 plus 29, 93 plus 29 equals 122. He's at 122. 122 total yards. He needs 175. This is annoying. He keeps going. That's a great play. He's got 102 yards now. Come on, Q. Come on. This is your moment to be an X factor. Handoff. He's got a big gain. He's up. He's going for it all. He tried to get in. They're going to give him the touchdown. I don't know about that. I think got to review that. I don't think the ball was across. They are going to review it. That's going to be not a touchdown. Yeah, I didn't think so. I did not think that was a touchdown in the slightest. But that also took a lot of time off the clock, unfortunately. Can I snap this before the 2-minute warning? No! Julian, get to the line of scrimmage, or get to the under center quicker. Come on, big dog. What are you doing here? Get under center quicker than that. Come on, I can do this. Quinshawn loses a yard, actually. Well, that's not good. I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna happen. They do not want me to get into the end zone here. That is the last thing that they want me to do. A screen from the 3 is kind of insane. But I called it anyway, and Quinshawn's actually in. It's a receiving touchdown. That's one of the craziest calls I've ever had. And it's 3,000 yards exactly for Julian Enriquez now. Oh, why? Why, cruel world? Why is he not going to get it? Oh, I need an instant turnover here. I need a fumble on the kickoff. I need a fumble on the kickoff and a recovery for the Browns. We're not going to get a fumble on the kickoff. Okay. Oh. All right, well, I need a 3-and-out. I need a 3-and-out from the Jets. Or a one-play touchdown. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going to lose this game, so. Okay. That takes a couple seconds off the clock. And it stops the clock because he threw it in the ground. Come on. Come on. You don't want to run this clock. I can see it in your eyes. You don't want to do it. You know what? Oh, I was going to say let him score. I was about ready to pull everybody off. But they're going to run hurry up. That works for me because that doesn't run the acceleration. That does not run the acceleration. I'll take it. Pick it, please. Pick it. Kyle Hamilton picked it. Kyle Hamilton actually picked it. Okay. Okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. I can't believe Kyle Hamilton actually picked it. I was getting ready for him just to drop it off his hands. Okay, Quinshawn, just run some hurry up. Keep going. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Run it back, 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 run it back. We still have a timeout left as well. Hand off. He's not going to get much on that one. I got to call the timeout there. I got to call the timeout there. But that might take him out of the game, unfortunately. Is he going to be out? No, he's still in. Okay. 2nd and 10. Come on, man. I need this. That's not good. I didn't need that. That's 2 plays where I just get 0 yards. You better run that freaking football. Quinshawn gets through the air. It's 4th and 1. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, baby. I need to get all these yards. Judkins going to get the first down. Hurry up. Run, hurry up. Oh, man. We are going to be right there, aren't we? It's going to be like a yard short. I can just feel it in my bones. All right, run it back again. Run it back again. I have no more timeouts. They have Julius Peppers. Jabril Peppers? I think they do. Oh, as long as he didn't lose a yard, I guess. I'm not going to be able to get another playoff, unfortunately. That is going to be it. So whatever we did, it's hopefully going to be enough. Did we do what we needed to do? Let me pull the calculator back out. Did we do what we needed to do officially? If we go to Quinshawn Judkins, he had 143 yards on the ground. 143 plus. What did he do in the air? He had 41. 184! Oh my god, I think we came up clutch in the end. I think we achieved X Factor for Quinshawn Judkins. Show me the shmoney. That Kyle Hamilton interception is massive. Absolutely massive. Show me the shmoney. Show me it. I did it. He now has X Factor. Oh, it feels so good to actually achieve one of these. We failed so many times with Julian Enriquez. It feels so good to actually get the success. We did it. Quinshawn Judkins now has superstar X Factor ability. Oh, we did it. We did it. Quinshawn Judkins is now an X Factor. He's got Wrecking Ball, which I don't think is the one that he needs to have. He probably should have first one free. Either that or Ankle Breaker. Let's give him first one free for now. Armbar's fine, because I do pull out a lot of stiff arms. Let's do Human Joystick for sure. Second Wind could be good. I do Jukebox a lot. Bulldozer also could be a good one. But maybe Tyler's Runner, because we do run him a lot. So I'm going to give him Tyler's Runner for now. Those are going to be his X Factor abilities. Is it activated, though? That's the question. If we go over here, we have first one free and we have Yak 'em Up. So they both are active. That's good. All right. We did it, boys. We actually did it. We have an X Factor running back now. We have secured the division in the AFC North. A little bit less drama this time than last season. But we have done it. Quinshawn Judkins now leads the rushing this year. And Julian Enriquez is at 3,000 yards, or close to it. He's at 3,009 yards with 46 touchdowns. He is on pace for the record of passing touchdowns in a season by Peyton Manning, 55. He can get there if we continue to focus on him the rest of these weeks. That's going to do for the episode, though. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel for more, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.